It's your girl T. I want to go ahead and shout out Lisa Millen. So Lisa Millen and a few people want to know my opinion on the whole Karrueche Tran interview that she did with Iyanla Vanzant. She was on Iyanla Vanzant's show Fix My Life. And when I tell you that interview was a trip, I mean, I felt really bad for Karrueche, aka Captain Crunch. As you guys all know, that's what I was calling her. I had a good damn time live tweeting with everybody this past Saturday. We had so much fun on Twitter during this interview. So the interview to me was just really, really interesting. I feel like I got to know a bit more about Karrueche. You can tell that she definitely still has a lot of love for Chris Brown. What was also interesting to me is that it took her to be on social media to find out that Rihanna and Chris Brown got back together. He told her to stay home and he'd be back in a few hours, and then he bounced and didn't come back. And then the pictures of Chris Brown and Rihanna at that basketball game back in 2012 appeared on social media. So that was the first act of him being blatantly, you know, disrespectful to her in her face. She was really upset about that, but you know, she still stayed with him for various reasons, of course. But the final straw was when she found out via social media, like we all did, that he had a 9-month-old child by Nina. So that whole situation was sad. You could just tell, like, you know, she just felt really, really defeated. She just was really, really depressed about the whole situation. You know, do I think that Iyanla fixed her life? I don't think she necessarily fixed her life, but I think sometimes you do need to get things off your chest. Sometimes you do need to talk about certain things. I do feel like Iyanla gave her that platform to do that. But of course, with the good comes the bad, and you know, social media don't waste no time dragging folks, having an opinion about the entire situation. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys these tweets and comments that people had about Karrueche during the interview. Go ahead and check this out. I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary. Alright, so you guys just checked out those tweets and comments. Folks were dragging her up and down. And also, as of today, they're saying that Chris Brown supposedly released a comment to Hollywood Life, and he's saying that watching her in that interview was gut-wrenching, and that it's going to make him, you know, be a better man, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So in my opinion, I felt like there was a lot of hypocrisy online. A lot of folks was getting on my nerves during that whole interview. I saw a lot of folks, you know, talking down about this girl like they just knew her so well, you know, talking all this shit. One thing I can't stand about social media is that everybody on social media swears up and down that they're so perfect. They've never made no mistakes. They've never fumbled. They're all virgins. They don't drink. They don't do drugs. They don't do this. They don't do that. You know, like, people on social media can be so damn fake. You got women out here literally in their 30s and 40s who are with the wrong guy, but they're with them just to say they have a man. Can folks sit up here and knock a girl who's in her early 20s? Then you got a lot of folks talking about she's stupid, she should have been left him, I would never date Chris Brown. I said on Facebook, you got a lot of girls out here talking all this shit about CB, but you know damn well their asses would not hesitate to date a Raz-B if it meant them getting some type of fame, some type of popularity. You know, folks talk all that yin-yang shit on social media, but they know damn well if Chris Brown chose them to date, they would have been Karrueche as well. They would have dated Chris Brown also. So, you know, miss me with the bullshit. Now, I don't see Karrueche going back to dating somebody who's not a celebrity. One, she's a beautiful girl, and even though her and Chris are not together, I'm sure other celebrity guys are coming at her. You know, I don't see her going back to dating just a regular Joe Schmo. Because I feel like she's become accustomed to a particular lifestyle. When she was with Chris Brown, they were flying first class. You know, she didn't want for nothing. She had cars, she had clothes. He was helping her put together a clothing line. She was able to get a verified account based off of her association with Chris Brown. Her account is verified. She has over 3 million followers. So Karruche is her own brand. So I don't knock her. You know what I'm saying? If I was her, I'd get into modeling and acting too. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Use what he gave you. Use his platform to better yourself. Y'all's not together? Oh well. Now you got to focus on you and focus on building your own brand and dealing with somebody who's going to treat you right. You know, so I think for me, what bothered me the most was not so much her interview, but how people were just, you know, going in on her as if they've never made a mistake, they've never fallen for the wrong guy or girl, as if they've never been played, as if they've never been cheated on. And if none of this has ever happened to you in your life, and your life is so perfect that you've never been played, that you've never been disrespected, that you've never gone through anything, that you never had heartbreak, then consider yourself one of the only people in the world that's just lucky, who's never gone through anything traumatic in their life. You know what I'm saying? If that's true, then you're just a blessed person. But for the rest of us, we've gone through our ups, we've gone through our downs. Everybody has their issues. Were you that brilliant at choosing guys when you were in your early 20s? You know what I'm saying? Or when you were a teenager? Did you not date the wrong people, you know, a few times here until you finally learned, like, you know what? I don't like that feeling. I don't like going through that drama. I don't like going through this and that. So those are the type of girls or guys that I'm not going to chase, or the type of people I'm not going to date. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the whole part of life. You know what I'm saying? You meet people, you date them, you go out with them, and it may work and then it may not work, but you move on. I just find it funny how extremely judgmental people were of Karruche in this interview. It does come off as attention whorish, but oh well, she got on the show, she did the show. It is what it is. The only thing I can say that I really did not like about the show is the fact that they had Christina Milian on there. I don't know why she was there. And to me, she's not somebody to give Karruche advice, because right now she's in her own situation with Lil Wayne, you know, The Dream, Nivea, and all of Lil Wayne's baby's mothers. So to me, I don't think she's really in a position to judge Karruche or Chris Brown's situation when her situation is just as messy, and her situation also involves a child. So, you know, that's the only part that I wasn't feeling in the interview. But everything else, you know, I thought it was okay. You know, I don't have any ill will towards this girl. She's never done nothing to me. I don't know her like that. All I know is that she was dating Chris Brown and they're no longer together. So to me, I feel like Chris Brown needs to get it together, take care of his daughter, do what he needs to do for his child. And I also like the fact that Karruche said that she wanted to be married first before she had a baby. Chris wanted a child, but she wanted to be married. And, you know, and I respect that, because so many girls would have been like, you know what, that's Chris Brown. I'm just going to have a baby with him. It don't matter. Just like his baby mother, Nina, did. You know, she knew she was screwing him unprotected, and she knew that was going to be a meal check, and she got pregnant. You know, so Karruche didn't do that. If Karruche was a gold digger and she was just there for the money, she would have got pregnant by Chris Brown within the first year. They've been together off and on for 4 years. If she wanted to get pregnant and have his baby, she could have been done that. So I don't think that she was a gold digger. I just feel like she's a girl, a big opportunity like Chris Brown fell in her lap. And she jumped on it. And they ended up, you know, really falling in love and having love for each other. You know, but I think she's better off without him. He's disrespected her far too much. And there's only so much you can take. You know, of course the love is always going to be there. You know, it's not easy to just erase love out your heart that you have somebody that you've been with for a long time. So the love will always be there. But at the end of the day, that love is not worth it. You know, because love does not hurt. Love shouldn't hurt you. Love shouldn't make you cry. Love shouldn't make you feel bad. Love shouldn't lower your self-esteem. So everything that was going on in that relationship with Chris Brown was anything but love. So anyways, you guys, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation concerning Karruche Tran doing her interview on Fix My Life. How did you guys feel about it? Did you guys agree with the interview? Did you think that she was being an attention whore? And then how do you feel about people dragging her on social media, or you know, steadily going in on this girl like their life is so perfect, like their relationships are just flawless. They have no issues, no arguments, no nothing. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Lovelyti, and you can show me some love by hitting that subscribe button, watching my previous videos, and following me on social media.